Hi. 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 So I'm trying to figure out what I want to really say in this video. I have a whole outline that I wrote out beforehand of everything that I wanted to detail and all that kind of good stuff, all that fun stuff. But really, I guess the only thing that's coming into my head is why I'm making this video, or why I'm making this video. So I think that's going to be the first question we're going to answer is the why. And so the why, or why I'm making this video, is really honestly just kind of like an introduction in a way. I really want to kind of come at this in a very honest, in a very specific way, that when I started doing this again, or when I started doing YouTube or streaming or all this kind of stuff, I wanted to make something that was extremely honest, or that was extremely open, as like a very open dialogue in this regard. So that way I could tell you, or anyone who's listening, exactly what I want to do, or what I want from this kind of thing. And what I want is honestly really simple. I just want to play. I just want to have fun. I just want to be able to do this, and it'd be really cool. I really want to be able to do this and help out people, and do this and have fun with everybody, have fun with so many other individuals. And I think this is really that stepping stone into what this will become, hopefully. I think that really explains the why. So we're going to get into what is someone else. The name for it honestly, this all pretty much started from a band. I wanted to make a band. I wanted to be cool. I want to be all hip and hop and hippity hoppity with all the cool guys. I wanted to make a band. I wanted to come up with a cool name, and what came up were a bunch of different stupid little things. Like I don't have any off the top of my head, but where the name came from at the very least was a lyric was from the band 21 Pilots. And there was a lyric in one of their songs called Neon Gravestones, which goes, "Promise me this, if I lose to myself, you won't mourn a day, and you'll move on to someone else." And that was stuck in my head the instant that I heard it. I couldn't get it out of my head. I kept thinking about it, and wanted to kind of symbolize one of those things that could be someone else. That could be, hey, if they ever go, if they're ever not around, or if they stop making music, if they stop doing that kind of thing, then I want to be that someone else that people can find solace in, that people can find this calmness in, that people can relax in. And that's where I wanted to kind of place all my poker chips, kind of just shift it all over there. And that's where I found that name, and that's stuck with me. That's ever since I started kind of doing this a little more seriously. So I named everything someone else. After that, it's the logo. So the logo, where that kind of comes from, is I had so many logos workshopping, and so I had, a legitimate plethora of these things working out. I had so many that I was trying to work on, that I was trying to think about, and in the end, it just I was kind of racking my brain really, really hard on trying to come up with this thing that symbolized what I wanted to do, or not what I wanted to do, but what I wanted to brand myself with. And after months, legitimate months, like maybe 3 or 4 months, I kept thinking in my head, couldn't figure it out, kept thinking, and I didn't have it. For the longest time, and I kept scratching my brain, reeling at it, and it wasn't until this little guy popped up, this beautiful little man popped up, that saved everything, saved it all. I loved him so much, saved him all. And where I came from, that was got a tattoo, and it's this guy. It's this guy right here. This little gentleman. And so from there, that's really what I wanted. So I just kind of placed it on the line on the vertical line on the vertical side of things. So I just flipped this vertically, so I just rotated this vertically, and from there it stuck, and I really liked it. But for me, it symbolizes like a lock on a door, and what that means is that, like, there's so many infinite possibilities that you can there's so many infinite possibilities that you have by going through this one door, by just shooting straight through. Whether that door be locked or unlocked is up to you. It's that kind of symbolism that I had for this guy again. And I think that was so cool, and I think that was so interesting, and I think that's still interesting to this day. I love it. I love this logo, and it pops up everywhere I'm working on something. It's always popping up, and I love it. And I think it's such a cool brand, having this and someone else all mashed up into one beautiful little cookie. I love it. So, future plans. That would really be, doing Twitch, or just, continuing to stream, or starting to do YouTube more consistently. That's going to be definitely a big thing for me. So I want to really encompass that kind of thing around, having them in their space for the week. After that, it's really coming down to, growth. Because a lot of the stuff that I have working on right now is based, or not right now, but a lot of the stuff that I have reeling in this little brain is are ideas that can only be accomplished with more growth, with more things happening, more things going, and that's going to only happen with the more consistent views, the more consistent streaming, the more consistent YouTube videos, the more consistent posting on social medias and stuff like that. And so that's really down to what I have to do as me. So we're gonna get that done, and hopefully everything works out the way it needs to it only stonks, it only shoots up, and that's really what I want. I want to be able to do these crazy collective ideas, like comedy sketches, things like that. I want to be able to do all of that, and it sounds so cool, and it sounds so fun, and I feel like it's gonna be really cool to watch. It's gonna be really cool to watch, hopefully. I think that's really the whole epitome of what I want to make from this, what I want to accomplish from this, and that's pretty much it. Not even looking at the outline for this or anything like that. Let me show it off right here. I really have this is off the brain. This is off the brain right now. Off the whole brain. But aside from that, I really do want to take a second to thank you everybody that's already been watching these streams, that already knows me, that already supports me in this. I think that's something that's really cool, and I think that's something that I will really hold close to my chest this entire time. So Twitch, Discord, Instagram, and on here on YouTube, that's where you'll be able to find me. If you guys want to hang out, if you guys want to watch the videos, everything, that's so awesome. Thank you so much. Aside from that, I really have nothing else to say. I didn't plan for this one to be a very long one, but YouTube, long form content. But that's it. That's really it. And thank you. I hope you guys have a good time. I hope you guys have a good day. Links will be in the description.